Greetings and welcome back, one and all, to the Eversong, and in the distance there, the Kunanoon. They have finally come together and been merged as a fleet. I have also, I'm sure some of you will be very pleased to know, set these up as reverse thrusters on all of them. So hopefully that's going to work, but I really don't know. I really need to sort these ships out. They're so heavy. But that will get a little bit better when I take this laser system off it and just keep it as a purely laser defense system. Because I'll be stripping down a lot of the laser system underneath. I'll be taking this huge metal turret off as well. There'll be a lot of things changed, but that will come in time when we build our support fleet, which will probably be the next thing I do after I build the smaller outpost to take the place of the Sun Wukong down here and there, and to move the Sun Wukong over here. But for now, the new fleet, can I move this around a little bit? No? Are they I really need to learn a little bit more about how to set these guys up into some sort of proper formation. But we're going to move in there and we're going to try and take these guys on. We're going to pull everyone out of the game for now and move them in. They're actually moving interestingly. Kunanoon is keeping a position, so maybe I need to specifically put them into a position and then lock that position. Alright, let's get down here so we can fight nice and out in the open with this fleet here. In fact... Oh, actually, this one has changed target. So we were close enough, it seems. That is good. That is very good, in fact. I don't want to be fighting them all at the same time, but I will if I have to. Let's go ahead. Come on then. Let's go up there and engage proper. Right, there we go. 1 time speed. And the whole fleet needs to be in the fight right now. And there we go. Right, let's get down there. And looks like... Oh, there we are. There's the enemies over yonder. We've got 2 fairly large ships. Let's try and get our way down there. I have been asked to get a little bit closer to the fight so I can see the proper impacts. So I'll do my best. We've got... Looks like a Kraken again. Let me just unanchor myself from the Eversong. Yeah, it looks like a Kraken resource outpost. We've got some heavy-duty flyers. That one is firing quite early on. Is that just a regular Atlas, though? Yes, it actually looks like a regular Atlas. Fair enough. That Atlas has already lost its balloons thanks to our lasers. And there should be plenty of missile fire coming in right now. I've currently got both the Eversong and the Kunanoon. Neither one has combat AI turned on. There's just regular AI, so they're not going to move around. And honestly, a very big part of me is happy with that, because they do tend to capsize when they try to move, and I need to really sort that out. And I'd rather not be messing around with that whilst they're in a fight with a potentially quite dangerous foe. We've got a paddle boat down there and an Atlas that has been submerged. But it doesn't look like the paddle boat is doing very well because those lasers are getting in quite close, despite its it's laser missile defense. It's a laser missile defense. No, the lasers from the Kunanoon and the Eversong are doing enormous damage, which is very, very nice to see. Let's see how much damage is being done to the Kunanoon. Nothing really. And where's the Eversong? The Eversong over there? I can't even see the Eversong. Oh, one of them is spawned out. That's very peculiar. Why have you spawned out? There is a cooldown period after bringing a force out of play. Was it forced out of play? That's odd because they should be the same fleet. Yes, they are the same fleet. That is not good. Why was that taken out of play? Okay, well, I guess the Eversong by itself is more than enough. Is it actually the Eversong that's in? Yeah, it's the Eversong that's here. Very well. I am a little bit surprised that the Kunanoon was forced out. I would have imagined that we'd have been able to keep it in, but perhaps it's because it's trying to maintain the sort of ratio. There's far more strength in the enemy fleet, so it pushed one of mine out because the enemy fleet should still maintain a relative numbers advantage to me. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm not completely up on the spawning rules, but as we can see, a lot of the missiles that were launched by the Kunanun are coming out of the sky now, and that's probably more of a threat to the Eversong than anything the enemy ships are able to do, if I'm perfectly honest. But the paddle boat, or the paddle gun, I believe, is completely ruined. Its laser missile defense can't even point at the missiles anymore, so the missiles are just having a field day. That enormous explosion is where they've managed to get in there, and they're taking out the vulnerable ammo storage. And that is a beautiful cup of tea. Right, the paddle boat is gone, and very slow-mo at the moment because of all the explosions going on there, but that is now no longer. And what is the Eversong going to target next, is the question. Oh, it's decided to target this Atlas. Very well. That shouldn't take long for the Eversong to take out. In fact, let me pull my view back, because I'm so close to the action now that having my binoculars on at all is kind of bad. But one pretty good thing with the missiles that are falling out of the sky from the Kunanun is they're basically mines. They just sat there like mines. Just tooling around, floating about, exploding randomly on things, and as the Atlases are moving into them, they're getting taken out. But that was an enormous explosion there. It looks like either the laser, though I fancy it was probably one of the missiles, managed to hit one of this Atlas's ammo barrels, and that is more or less the end of anything when it happens. Let's try and get a little bit of elevation so we can see what's going on the deck there. The guns are getting taken out. It's pretty much over for this Atlas, I'm fairly certain at this point. Any more missiles inbound? No, it doesn't even consider this Atlas much of a threat. Oh, well, actually, no, it's changed its mind. I wonder why it did that. But more and more missiles on their way, though. I'm starting to wonder. Those missiles are coming from the Kunanun. Sorry, the Eversong. Why are they just going up into the atmosphere? Did it take some damage? It must have taken some damage at some point. So some of its missiles no longer have any guidance component, I'm imagining. In fact, let's go and have a look at the Eversong itself. How are you doing back here? Have you been damaged at all? No? Not too much? You're very loud by here, but then what was I expecting? I'm right on top of where you're launching your missiles from. No, it doesn't seem like the Eversong is taking much damage, so I'm not really sure why some of its missiles were just going astray like that, but at either way, we are winning this fight handedly. Let's zoom right in there. Looks like we've taken out another ammo barrel. Yeah, it's really game over once we start doing that. Not only because of the enormous explosions, but simply because they lack the ability to continue fighting. Unless they've got some sort of cannon that has a large internal ammo supply, but most of them don't, from what I've seen. I seem to be the only one so far in this campaign that tends to build ridiculous cannons with, 5 or 6 minutes of internal ammo supply that I really probably shouldn't. But, oh well. There we are. That's another one down. It got a little bit too close to the Eversong, so the Eversong's main gun was able to engage. And that is pretty much it for this fight. But the real question is why, oh why, did you come out of combat? I really don't like that. I have no idea why that happened. Is that within range of your missile system? No. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to tell... Oh dear. We've got the other ones, they're already loading in, are they? Well, that's a little bit of a pain in the arse. We're gonna get a bit closer. I really do wish you would load in, Kunanun. The fact that you're not is quite the pain. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully the Eversong can move us into position. Well, the Kunanun is moving into position at the very least. I am going to do something crazy. Fleet move? I wonder what that will do. Will that allow the Eversong to start moving on its own? Yes. Yes, it will. And the Eversong is still fighting, which is the main thing. But is the Eversong going to start capsizing is the other thing. You're moving really fast. Much faster than I'm used to you moving. My goodness. And that laser beam is still taking on distant enemies over there, but you're moving at almost 8 meters a second. That is much, much faster than I'm used to, Eversong. I'm a little bit afraid, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Yes, quite afraid. Let's zoom out. What is the top speed run out of play? 8.5. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. That's a bit of an upgrade over usual. Maybe I should set you into combat AI. I'm not sure on that one. I'm thinking maybe I should, but at the same time, I'd rather you not messing around, not be messing around with the enemies. Ah, drat! It's gone nighttime. Can't see a thing. Can't see a Scooby. What are you trying to hit, Eversong? Your missiles are drawing very pretty pictures in the sky, but I feel that's not really what you want them to be doing. Have you destroyed the Kraken? Is the Kraken gone? Kraken may be gone. Yes, yes, indeed. The Kraken is gone. Well done. We have taken another resource zone. That is why your missiles stopped firing, I suppose. Now, what's going on over there? Can you actually see any loaded-in enemies or not? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like you may have outdistanced them, in fact, and they've been pulled back out of play. Right, well, while I've got this moment then, put into play all forces in this fleet. Go. There we are. Ah, fantastic. You know what? Let's also make sure that you, Kunanoon is not on fleet move. Okay, well, that's not so great. And the Eversong is capsized itself. Eversong, why? Why, really? I need to work out what's going on with that. I really do. And that's going to hurt, isn't it? No. Are you just going to pull each other? Oh, you fools. Okay. How about we pull you out of play, you idiot boats? I need to work out why that's broken so badly, because it really is a pain. Alright, let's get you to hold... No. Go there. That's right. I'm not sure why it was trying to pathfind all the way down there, but maybe that was part of the problem. I really don't know, but it's becoming quite a concern that these ships cannot be trusted to sail on their own. They will always capsize. I need to reduce their weight so badly. And then maybe we'll be in a position to actually use them as proper ships. With their speed, you know, you'd expect that they'd be reasonably good at sailing, but no. I've got enough propellers on each side so they can steer away from capsizing, but still it happens. I'm honestly at a loss as to what to do. But we'll just have to play around and see what we can do with that. Right, I'm going to let you guys get a little closer before I start time again. Or rather bring them back into play. And that is quite close enough, thank you very much. Everyone into play. And no combat for you. Just hold this position, please. Also, it looks like I can actually position you better. Oh, that's glorious. Alright, let's position you. Could I have you about there? Maybe? Maybe not? No? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how I could move that around. But we'll leave that as is for now. The enemy should be here shortly. Let's go back to the map and actually watch when they're about to engage. They will literally be here in just a moment. So I'm going to take this moment to rush my camera over into position so I can watch the fight from the enemy's position. There we go. Looks like... Ooh, we've got an interesting looking vehicle here. Let's have a proper look at you. You seem to be having as much trouble steering as the Eversong does. I'm glad it's not just me. I really am. Very, very glad. Now, the question is... are my ships going to be pulled out of battle? I really hope they won't be. Let me quickly have a look. No, they don't look like they are being pulled out of battle, and I'm very, very happy with this. Let's keep that going. Why? My laser is shooting my own bloody missiles. Nevertheless, this should be a fairly easy fight, despite the force strength. At long range, two of these ships can absolutely annihilate anything. Even the paddle guns don't seem to have the enough missile defense lasers to overwhelm one volley from one of the ships, much less two. Though, honestly, we're doing more damage to ourselves right now. That's atrocious. That really is bad. I need to turn them so their lasers aren't shooting across their missiles. It's going to be so much better when I can get rid of those missile laser systems on top. Because you are genuinely doing more damage to yourself than the enemy possibly could to you. And that's just hilariously bad. Well, there we go. The missile's coming in, and this guy is probably not going to survive very long. It's already been taken quite a beating from the lasers. All we need are for our actual missile systems to make contact, but trying to get them to do that seems to be fairly hard. No, never mind. It seems something managed to hit its ammo barrel, and that's the end of that. Well, I'm impressed. Genuinely, I am. Well done, you guys. Right, okay, well, you... I think... How about I orientate you slightly differently? How about we put you about... Can I get you there, maybe? Or maybe here. That'll do. But it looks like that's enough to draw their attention, so... I'm going to pull that fleet for now, and it can just... sit there. We're going to head back to the Sun Wukong, which is far, far nicer in that it doesn't do crazy stuff like capsize. I mean, if nothing else. Oh, really? I thought I sorted this out. Apparently I did not. Apparently I absolutely did not. Why has this not worked? Let's select you and up in the sky, please. I would really like to lock that. Maybe there's something in here that I can get. No. Start merge play, remove flagship, not in battle. Maybe I do need to lock the altitude. That's the only thing I can assume. But I was assuming that that was just that I couldn't accidentally move its altitude when I was moving it around. Let's go back to the map and see. Force points in resource zone put into play. Teleport to force. It doesn't seem that there's anything in there. But we're going to have to put it into play anyway because we want to start work on a new resource gathering fortress. And we're going to need this to help me building it. To help me build it later on. Well, actually, I guess we don't really, in a way. All I need to do is build it here. That doesn't need to build it itself. Now the question is, should we make it a structure? Or should we make it a floating fortress? I'm favoring the idea of a fortress because I'm going to need an engine on it anyway, just so that it can gather resources. Because it's going to need power to run its gatherers, so we might want to do that anyway. But we're going to make a fairly low-key, really cheap one, I think. Possibly make it out of wood. I may armor it later on, but I'm not even that worried about putting a weapon system on it at the moment. The idea here is just to make something that can gather resources safely in an area where it's under no particular threat. I can use my fleets to protect it, especially if it has the ability to build more units, so I can have it manufacture a guard fleet for itself. I think that would be a better idea than making another thing like this, which has its own, frankly, OP defense system. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build the basics of this hull off camera, and I shall bring you back when I have a plan in mind for how to continue, so I shall see you soon. And welcome back. As you can see, I have made a modest little wooden fort with a fair bit of lift, so it's not using very much power to stay as high as it is, and it's got a reasonable engine in here. I am going to now sort out the resource needs of this place. We are going to need a fuel processor. I may as well place that around here, I guess. We'll also have some fuel storage, and we'll place those in the other corners. One there, and one here. We really probably don't need that much, but I'm going to do it anyway. We are going to need a few oil drills. Let's pop down a mirror line. We'll have 4 of each, so 4 oil drills and 4 resource gatherers. And for this, we're going to want another mirror line there. So 1 and 2. There we go. That should do more than enough in terms of resource gathering. We could put a weapon system on this, but honestly, I'm really disinclined to do so, simply because I don't think it would help. If something really wanted to smash this, I don't think it would have any trouble in doing it, because to make it such powerful enough that it could protect itself. I'd need to properly armor it. I'd need to make a better engine. I would need to do so much. I'd need to basically turn her into that. And that is really not what this is for. This is here to gather resources. But what I will do is I am going to put a fortress controller on it, just so that we can get it out of the ground. But I'm going to build up for that. We'll put the fortress controller a little bit higher up. So let's bring this down, pop that there. In a moment, I'm going to have to go and check on the Kunanoons, make sure they're not getting into any trouble. You know how they are. Place that there as well, and we'll just build this little area out over here, like so. There we go. We'll put a little fortress control and a chair up here. I think that would be more than enough. I am going to try and make this look okay, but I'm not going to spend too long trying. There we are. You know what? Maybe I could go ahead and... no. What I was planning probably wouldn't work, so what we'll do instead is this. And down here as well. There we go. And then we'll just bring out these blocks to connect. Okay, that's we're starting to give it a little bit more character. Anything else we really want? We definitely want some repair bots, just in case it does take some damage. Hopefully it will have a fleet here to guard it, so we're not going to have to worry too much about that. But we'll put 4 repair bots in here. There and there. We also want probably the building spawners, the ship spawners. But before we get to that, let's go and have a look on the map. Oh, we're fine. It's going to take them a long time to get down there and do anything bad to us. So we've got all the time that we want to really build this up. So let's get back to that. Right. I guess, given the position, we could have a docking station over here on this arm. About... let me lock that position so I can line it up properly. Yeah, we'll have one there. We will also have a vehicle blueprint spawn. Oh, is there a new one? Oh, they've been put into a different area now. Vehicle blueprint spawner we'll have. That's pretty neat. Right there. And we'll also have the scrapper over here. And I'm thinking we would also like a supply pump. Now, that would be under resources. Supply pump, there we go. Just so that we can supply any vehicles nearby. Thinking about it, we probably could do with a couple of spare crates as well. Just so that these can help our resource bots. Sorry, our repair bots. There we are. And build that out a little bit. Okay, this is not going too badly, honestly. I'm growing. I'm growing happier with the design of this already. Let's get a wood block. 2 meter left, I think, should do. Place one there, and then we'll place one there as well. All right. I mean, it's not a lot to look at. I appreciate that, but it does its job. And that's all we really need from it for the moment. We will, however, build these out as well. And get a 1 meter left unlock. And, oh, wrong way. We'll put that one there. And we'll place this one over there. Okay, I'm getting happy with this. Certainly getting happier. We should probably go ahead, lock that position, and take this down there. And the same on this side. And back up. Okay. Right. Now, the question is, do I want this spawning things automatically? And I think I probably do. But the question is, what? I mean, the Sun Wukong is eventually going to be spawning little air drones to help it. But I'm thinking maybe this would actually benefit from having a little bit more control over it. That is me taking control rather than it being an automated process. Yeah, I think probably. So we're going to lock this up there. We're going to make another little room over here. One there, one there. We'll have some wood blocks. The space crates I don't think need to be visible for them to work. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll just build a little area in here. We want a door. Where are you? I think it's here. Standard door. Unlock that. There we go. And we should be able to just build up the top area as well. And then we can put in some windows. And what I'm thinking about at the top is possibly a spin block with a shield on it. I really do like those shields. That has really taken me. Alright, let's put some over here as well. And there we go. So from this little spot here, we could even make it... You could actually make a lighthouse. Just occurred to me, you could have a light on a spin block. You could... how can I not do that now? There's literally no way that I could pass that opportunity up. I'm going to make a lighthouse. And it's going to be great. It's not going to be functional because our ships don't need the light. But damn it, it's going to look awesome. There we go. So our little resource gatherer will actually be a lighthouse. I think this is going to be grand. And also, I've just realized that we could have a couple more repair bots. You know, because if it's a lighthouse, even though it isn't functional, you know, you've got to keep up appearances of keeping everyone safe. Can this not be placed there? Really? Well, that's inconvenient in the extreme. Damn. Oh well. I guess there's nothing I can do about that then. We'll just have to live with it. Oh well. Right then. I guess we could have 2 spin blocks. One for a shield and then one for the actual light at the top. We'll do something like this. We'll take it up another 2. Then bring it in. Oop, what am I doing there? I want wood blocks, thank you. Bring it in a little bit over here. And there. And then start bringing it up here in the middle, another 2, and then we'll have the light spinning at the very top, I think. Yes, that'll look wonderful. And then I can shape the blocks better off screen. The main thing is just to get this working right now. So, we want to, probably just to increase the protection, I'm going to flesh that out a little bit, and we can have a small fleet of repair bots up here, perhaps. So unlock there. That's perfect. And down here we'll have the spin block turret there, the spin block at the top. I could have 2 different spin block controllers this time. Each one set to have a shorter range attachment. So like I could put a spin block controller in there. Right in that little cavity there. With a 2-block range, so it's only going to affect the spin block above it. And similarly, I'm thinking we'd want to build something like that down here. So let's go ahead and build that now. There we go, and then bring this up above it, like so. Oh, I'm really liking this idea. I'm really liking it. Let's get these spin blocks going then, because we may as well use this power for something. We've got a lot of it. New object, spin turn block. We want a precision spin turn block. And we want it about here. There we go. Now, which way is forward? I think that way is forward. Right, okay. So, once again, light blocks it'll be. And we do want a mirror line this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And the same over here. Ah, damn it, I didn't reposition the mirror line. That should give me a decent shield. At least enough to protect this small little fortress. Let's go to... Where would shields be? I think it was under miscellaneous. Shield projector. Now, how much power has this engine got? The engine's got not a whole lot of power, so we can't afford to make these too crazy. Yeah, we'll put them up there. Let's, once again, though, get a mirror line going. There we are. So, 1 shield projector there. And we'll set this up now so I know what I'm doing. We want it to reflect. We want the range to be much bloody closer so that it's not multiplying. Width, fairly wide. 10, maybe. Height, 10. That's going to take a fair chunk of power. It's going to take exactly 100 there. We could probably afford to increase the width to 12. And this out to 15. Yeah, we've got enough for that, I think. Now we just need to angle it. I could angle it down and across, but no, let's not do that. Let's just push this to fairly steep angle. Let's go for 35. Now, is that okay? I think it is. Okay, copy that to the clipboard. Copy from clipboard. There we go. Now we want to do the same on the other side. You know, now I've realized that I can do this. It's pretty much going to feature in almost all of my builds. I mean, come on. How can I resist Master Control Program? Let me make sure the mirror line is there first. There we go. And same here. Paste from clipboard. We've got a little bit of power left, and that's all we really need. Boom. There we go. That is glorious. Now we just need the spin block control. So we want to go into control. We want to come off the spin block first, of course. So we want to press the left square bracket. Then we should be able to find spin block controller. Sink ourselves down in here. And we should be able to place it. No? Oh, is it too tall? Drat! Damn and blast! My plans! Foiled! Can I remove one of these? I probably can. But then this isn't gonna... should have double checked that. I really should have. Can I... If I remove this, the spin block's gonna go. Damn it all. Oh, it's one of those days. Well, I won't force you to watch me set that up again. That was my silly fault. But we will put the spin block control in first this time. There we go. Wait, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Where's the spin block control then? Spin block controller. There we go. Is that actually the spin block controller? It looks different. Control spin blocks in each of the 3 directions. UJ will control the vehicle spin blocks. Oh, it wasn't that, was it? No. It was the... No, it wasn't contracts. Automated control block. I knew it was only one tool. Well, drat. Right, we want to pull down the effect range to like 2 tiles or 3 tiles, something like that. We'll say if the object is above a certain altitude, when altitude is greater than 0, then we want spin blocks, rotate, set rotation speed, there we go, and we want the speed to be fairly high. Actually, no, that's the input. We want the input variable to be 0, and then the spin block to be fairly high. Put it all the way to... Well, we'll put it to 5 to begin with so I can actually see what's going on. But, you can see what I'm going to be doing. Oh, well, we've got a shield just kind of hovering there. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to do it off camera. And reset that and also set up the lights. And I shall bring you back in the next episode when these things have been complete. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, though, and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.